This is
Hello. Alright, let's get this popping.
Kevin Harlan along. And with tip-off coming up. Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. And for teams not enjoying a quick start to the season, Clark, how long until they start to push the panic button, making some big moves?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button. I think you have to have a sense of what direction you're going, be realistic about who you are and what you have. And that's where good leadership comes in, not just with the team itself, from the coaches to the players, but in your front office, too. I mean, you've got to have some flexibility to adjust to the length of the season and challenges of it, and yet still stay on course with your overall plan.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Davis is out there with Powell. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Townsend in at the point. Now, here's AI. Defense right on him. Kicks it out to James for the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeBron's got the first 3 points tonight for Los Angeles. Got a piece of it. Townsend. He's guarded by AI. LeBron grabs the miss. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Greg, a team that on paper they expect to beat, great teams take care of business against the bottom feeders. We'll see if they can handle that end of the bargain here tonight.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Lakers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. Townsend, the pass to Davis. Lets it fly from 18. And all around the rim that time before dropping it. He's got 5.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
AI dishes to Vucevic. And another basket for the Lakers.
And Vucevic is a guy who constantly keeps defenders guessing when he has the ball deep in the post. Just an excellent finisher at the rim.
Townsend, the pass to Lamb. A reverse, and it's good on the layup.
Well, what the heck?
The Lakers with the ball. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
and they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now. They honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
Here's Kuzma, and that one goes long.
Man, right play.
Kuzma, you trash.
That one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Townsend, the pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Hart. Then it's AI, and it's Vucevic. That's the Laker 5. Lakers working the ball around now. AI kicks to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now here's Kuzma. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Barnes is a problem in these fast break situations, Kevin. I mean, he's got strength, he's got skill, and he's got excellent speed.
Kuzma, that's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And that one's good. Barnes has got 6 points.
Hey, sometimes Barnes is just too quick and skilled on the block, and there's not much you can do to stop him.
Here's Cannon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Certain guys just make it look effortless. And Clark, I'm sure you would have a nice list of some of the smoother operators, smoothest scorers in the league now.
Yeah, there's only one guy at the top of it for me. I mean, I love a lot of guys, and there are a number of guys that put up big numbers. But when you talk about uniqueness, size, agility, touch, range, KD is where it stops. Yeah. I mean, there's just been nobody quite like him. George Gervin comes to mind because of a similar build. The Iceman was 6'7", maybe 6'8". KD is pushing 7 feet tall and just a tad more athletic. I mean, I just don't know if we've got a more lethal, smoother scorer than him.
Pass to Davis. Now Powell. Vucevic defending. Barnes against Kuzma. Barnes finds Davis. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Vucevic. Pass to Hart. Lots of room. Barnes grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Lamb. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. The shot, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
To the middle. Here's Vucevic. The shot's good. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Even with the defense right on top of him, I mean, Vucevic maintains a nice soft touch on these inside shots, and the concentration is not to be overlooked either.
Right at the free throw line. Here's Davis. No good with the layup. Lakers leading by 5.
Don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
That's exactly what they should do. I mean, you don't want to give the opponent another possession here. Make sure you get the last one.
Here's Townsend. Got a piece of it. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the... And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half.
Splash.
On the court for the Mavericks. Doncic out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Davis. Then
Splash. Box out. Box out. Splash.
The one spot.
That's going to be a splash. Box out.
Good on the second.
Oh.
And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title.
So,
has always
faster
played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
It's stolen by Vucevic. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. It's stolen. Townsend. He's guarded by AI. Lamb, good.
His rate of development and improvement has been steady. Lamb showing real toughness on these difficult finishes.
And the Lakers call time here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marjanovic, Los Angeles, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Former Blue Devil Brandon Ingram was taken second overall back in 16, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
Now here's Lamb. Not a lot of room. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And the shot goes in. That's now 8 points for Vucevic.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here is Doncic. Here's Barnes. Good D by LeBron. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Lakers on top, up by... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big time,
That's me. That's me, baby.
Passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got AI. Hart is out there with LeBron James, and it's Vucevic. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And here's Barnes for three, and no good. And the Lakers take it the other way.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Doncic passes to Lamb. Nobody near Barnes. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 9. And AI gets it to go on the assist by LeBron.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They host the Clippers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Barnes against James. Barnes dishes to Smith. Fires for three. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the pass to Hart. Kicks it to AI. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Boy, incredible effort on defense. Refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of...
How I feel about the fans, man, that's a great question.
What's up, Jay? Hop on 2K19. Hop on 2K19.
Yes, thank you. I got that soccer skin.
How much V-Bucks you got?
50.
Damn, I was gonna ask you, can you gift it to me, but your ass only got 50.
I accidentally bought that stupid solar skin.
How much that was?
It was 1,200, and I was gonna buy the soccer skin. I got him.
I'm starting to hop on 2K. I'm almost a 66 overall.
Why didn't you come to the basketball game?
I was out of town. Who won? Y'all lost?
Yeah, it was only 5 of us.
Y'all lost?
Yeah.
Y'all went against that green team?
Yeah, it was.
What was the score?
I think it was 10 to 20.
Who was there? You?
They said
Jalen?
They said that Glendon Con, you, Adrian, Makai.
I already told Miss Green I had to go out of town because of my grandma, so I had an excuse.
Yeah, you did. Adrian, I don't know why he didn't come. He was still playing on this game.
His big ass probably eat some
Makai
Cheetos.
had to go to a wedding.
Oh, I know about Makai. Look at my wheel. I'm spinning the wheel first.
Good, it was his birthday Saturday.
Come on, come on, come on, give me some VC. Junior birthday Friday.
What y'all doing? It feels good to have a break from school.
So.
Oh yeah, that's when I reached my 200 rating.
So,
I got 96 in duo. I got 14. Then I got I forgot how much. Well, what are you doing, kid? I thought you're trash. I keep Sean, man.
Should I hop on 2K right now?
Hmm?
I'm so close to being a 66 overall. All I need is like 2,000 VC, 200 VC. Hop on 2K.
I gotta update. Alright, I'm gonna check 11 minutes.
I got open twos.
I got that one soccer skin, the blonde girl. That's the one I got. I really wanted it. And I finally got a soccer skin.
All I need is 400 more VC.
Taekwon, if you're a band, would you be screaming, mad, or I don't care?
I will be mad about my Fortnite account or my 2K. Fortnite or 2K.
Okay.
I won't care. I just get it back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'll be mad at fault. I don't care because I don't want to play Fortnite like that no more.
Hey,
I've been on 2K.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. I have with me two of my dearest friends, Shaquille O'Neal.
Hello, brother.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Ken
Next
Smith.
time I get on Fortnite, I'm going to be rusty. Hold up, my cousin supposed to be sending me a friend request. Nah, you don't know. You don't know him.
Rubio, Kenny, you kind of know.
I was on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on your cousin's TikTok. I followed. And then I looked at the comments and Anthony commented said, wow.
Do you know, I was trying to tell you, you know my cousin go out with Anthony's cousin. And it's actually true because I said, I know Kevon cousin Anthony. She was like, no you don't. I said, how you gonna tell me? I know his PSN name. She was like, what is it? I said, it's like XX Kevon or something like that. She was like, oh. And then she started texting Kevon. And she said, you know Taquan? And then he was like, no. He was like, and then she was like, you know Anthony? And he was like, that's my cousin. And then she was like, Taquan, my cousin. So he was like, my cousin know your cousin?
That's good.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA.
We
on
won it, boy.
Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber. And
I'm a starter.
Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This game
I'm a starter 3-pointer.
And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. And it's Patton.
This is going to be hard. This is not going to be an easy game.
How much fun is it to have basketball back? Talk about some of the things you personally look for early in a season.
Oh, man, what I personally look for in the beginning of the season is how guys develop. And a lot of that is body language. You know, are you putting your head down and dropping your head after a shot? Are you not running back on defense after a turnover? These are all little things that show what you're thinking about. You know, I just kind of check out the development, but again,
you was watching my cousin Musically. You know there was one with that black.
Is a guy giving his coach eye contact in the huddle? Is he being a great
teammate?
Encouraging guys. I'm passing to an open.
You know that my cousin Musically with the all black.
Yeah.
She was that one when she was at my house.
So those are the things.
Oh, that.
That I look at, and then again with the pace.
You lucky you got cousins that live in Jackson.
Being at an all-time high.
I only got one though.
A new golden era of basketball where
you only got
have
one.
So much more fun because you are no longer held to
technically
no, technically 5, but they're all from the same mama though.
It's a lot more fun. So hopefully as a rookie you come in and you embrace this and just let it fly.
And as he squares up for mid-range,
4 of them are from the same dad, and one of them from a different dad.
Getting right up on the jump shot.
You know, Mama said you punishment.
I wonder what he had.
Bro, I gave you my stuff, bro. You acting green and John.
Very solid first quarter for him at the offense.
Green.
A nice shot by AI.
You gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots to open.